Welcome, fellow enthusiasts of financial wisdom and investment acumen. Today, I invite you to embark on a captivating journey as we delve into the timeless classic, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko, who embodies the wealthy elite. Could it be the residents of the luxurious mansions nestled within the Hollywood Hills or the affluent inhabitants of the bustling Ginza district in Tokyo? Indeed, both groups fit the description, but the archetypal millionaire resides in a more inconspicuous neighborhood right next door. What wisdom can we glean from these individuals to pave our own path towards achieving the coveted millionaire status someday? Takeaway number 1. The 12 characteristics of a millionaire. Contrary to many people's beliefs, it's rarely luck or inheritance that decides whether you will be a millionaire or not. It's much more a result of hard work, lifestyle decisions, planning, and self-discipline. Let's pretend that we can interview the millionaire population. This is what they would tell us. We live below our means. About 50 of us have lived in the same house for more than 20 years. Our time, energy, and money are allocated towards wealth. We spend more than twice the amount of time on financial planning and investing as our non-millionaire friends. We think that freedom and financial security are more important than displaying high social status. We never receive cash gifts from our parents. We are self-employed. About 2-3 of us have ourselves as our bosses. 75 of us consider ourselves entrepreneurs. Most of us are in our 50s and are males. We have a go-to-hell fund, which means that we can keep our lifestyle for 10 years or more without bringing in additional income. We are well educated. Only 1/5 of us aren't college graduates. We invest a lot, on average about 20% of our realized income per year, and we make our own investment decisions. We invest in the long run. Over 90% of us hold our investments for more than a year. We buy cars by the pound.
And screw those environmentalists.
We are cheapskates. In a good way, we would argue. Play defense. Takeaway number 2. Fortify your defenses. Let's embark on a little quiz. Does your household have a yearly financial plan? Do you have an awareness of the annual expenses for essentials like groceries, clothing, and housing? Do you possess a well-defined set of short-term, medium-term, long-term, and lifetime objectives? Do you allocate substantial time to strategize your financial future? Did you respond affirmatively to all of the above? The elite few who have amassed great wealth are more likely to have done so. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, why would millionaire require a financial plan? The answer lies in the fact that they became millionaires by adhering to one, and they sustain their affluent status in the same way. A parallel can be drawn to the realm of physical training. Have you observed all those dedicated fitness YouTubers who hit the gym religiously? They appear as though they don't need it. Right. Yeah, that's precisely why they are in great shape. Achieving and maintaining financial independence is not so different. So, how can you reinforce your defenses effectively? To begin with, opt for purchasing or renting a residence in a humble neighborhood rather than an upscale one. The price tag of an apartment in, say, downtown Los Angeles, although impressive, fails to consider all the variables. To reside there, you're expected to uphold a certain lifestyle. This lifestyle might incur even greater expenses in the long run than the actual apartment. Choose to live in a modest, yet secure, area instead, and you'll discover it's easier to keep up with, and even surpass, the Joneses while amassing wealth. In general, strive to minimize expenditures on consumables and make wise investments in assets that will not appreciate in value. To be honest, most millionaires do both. They have a solid offense as well as a reliable defense. However, only a minority excels at offense to the extent that they can splurge and still retain their wealth. If you don't fall into that category, which, incidentally, comprises only 0.1 of us, then focus on mastering the art of defense. Takeaway 3. The unseen expenses of consumption. Let's put aside the evident costs associated with a specific purchase, as we explored in our previous discussion regarding an upscale penthouse. The price tag alone fails to capture the comprehensive toll of buying something. There are 2 significant factors contributing to this reality. Opportunity cost, the financial perspective. Opportunity cost signifies the forfeited alternatives when one option is chosen. Let's imagine you owned a vintage record collection back in 2010. Assuming you have a habit of collecting new albums every year, you find yourself tempted by the latest limited edition vinyl release. Despite its hefty price tag, seriously $500 for a record, you haven't considered the opportunity costs yet. By choosing to buy the new release, you miss out on the chance to invest that money in a growing stock market, yielding an average annual return of 12. Over time, The true expense of your new record would amount to $1,650 after 10 years, $3,970 after 20 years, and an astonishing $47,000 after 50 years. Now, does that new record still hold the same allure? Coffee consumption. Yes, it's a cliche, I know. Provides an even more striking example. Instead of indulging in expensive daily specialty coffee drinks, imagine if you had invested that money in a coffee bean company's stocks from 2010 to 2020. You would have seen your investment multiply several times over, accumulating significant wealth. Opportunity cost, the time perspective, building an extensive collection of high-end watches, designer handbags, or luxury home decor not only demands financial resources, but also substantial amounts of time. You don't acquire a rare vintage watch without extensively researching the market, just as you can't curate a collection of exclusive artwork without investing significant time in understanding the artists and their works. This time could have been devoted to enhancing your financial literacy, developing entrepreneurial skills, or fostering personal relationships. Time is a limited resource for everyone, regardless of income. Why spend countless hours working hard to accumulate wealth only to squander your precious remaining hours, ultimately undermining your own prosperity? It's like constructing a grand sandcastle during the week, only to dismantle it with each passing weekend. Can you truly expect to build a lasting empire with such a strategy? Cash gifts, misguided gesture. Takeaway 4. The dual nature of monetary gifts. Let's delve into the notion of monetary gifts as a double-edged sword. However, it's important to acknowledge that every parent, regardless of wealth, wishes for their children's prosperity and success. So, how can affluent parents provide their children with a favorable head start? Is it through the provision of extra money? Surprisingly, this approach can prove counterproductive. In reality, the more financial support adult children receive, the less wealth they tend to accumulate. Individuals who passively rely on their parents' financial injections often lag behind their peers in terms of productivity. Monetary gifts can foster a mindset of living beyond one's means, resulting in a lower overall net worth in approximately 80% of cases. Moreover, adults who depend on their parents' wealth often struggle to differentiate between their own resources and their parents'. They may mistakenly attribute their achievements to their own efforts, failing to recognize the role played by external financial support. It is far simpler to spend someone else's money than to responsibly manage self-earned income. So, if you're contemplating how to enhance your children's chances of achieving prosperity and success, consider that tuition support is the most common gift reported among millionaires from their parents. Additionally, cultivating an environment that encourages independent thinking and rewards accomplishments, responsibility, and leadership is pivotal. As the saying goes, some of life's most valuable aspects are often freely attainable. Takeaway 5. Assessing your financial journey. Let's examine how you can determine whether you're on the path to financial independence or heading towards a life of credit card debts and subscription accounts. We can estimate your expected net worth using the following formula. Age multiplied by your realized yearly pre-tax income divided by 10 equals your net worth. It's important to exclude any inherited wealth from both your income and net worth calculations. Let's consider a few examples. Example 1. Sarah, a successful entrepreneur, is 40 years old and earned $150,000 last year. Applying the formula, her net worth should be 40 multiplied by $150,000, divided by 10, resulting in $600,000. Example 2. David, an artist in his late 20s, generates an income of $40,000 per year. His net worth calculation would be 28 multiplied by $40,000 divided by 10, equaling $112,000. Example 3. Emma, a college student pursuing a degree in business, is 21 years old and currently has no income. For students, the formula doesn't apply, so she can continue enjoying her college years without financial worry. However, remember that these figures represent expected net worth. But we're not here to settle for average, are we? Beyond the realm of average accumulators of wealth lie the esteemed prodigious accumulators of wealth. To join this exclusive club, one must accumulate a fortune twice the amount suggested by the formula. But the journey doesn't end there. Above this exceptional group reside the prestigious super-prodigious accumulators of wealth. To be counted among these elite individuals, one must possess wealth 10 times greater than what the formula indicates. That level of accomplishment demands dedication. On the other hand, if your net worth falls only half of what the formula suggests, you belong to the under-accumulators of wealth. To the competitive spirit within you, I say it's time to get you back on the right track. To recap, becoming a millionaire is the outcome of hard work, lifestyle choices, planning, and self-discipline rather than relying on inheritance or luck. Takeaway 2 emphasizes the importance of playing strong defense to accumulate wealth. Takeaway 3 highlights the significance of considering opportunity costs, both in terms of money and time, to accurately assess the true cost of purchases. Takeaway 4 cautions against the counterproductivity of cash gifts in wealth accumulation. Lastly, Takeaway 5 suggests that you can evaluate your progress towards millionaire status by comparing your age multiplied by your yearly income divided by 10 with your net worth. If you've come this far, I genuinely appreciate your commitment. It signifies that you are likely on the right track towards financial independence, regardless of what the wealth formula indicates. Your interest in the subject and desire for improvement are evident. In Takeaway 2, we emphasize the importance of financial planning and, more significantly, setting clear financial goals. A study from 2015 reveals that individuals are 42% more likely to achieve their goals simply by writing them down regularly. Today, I challenge you to jot down your financial goals for the next 5, 10, and 20 years. Remember, it's not about your current position, but where you envision yourself in the future. You can include aspirations like owning expensive cars as long as they keep you motivated. Here's an example. In 5 years, I aim to have built a diverse investment portfolio that has increased by at least 100. The total value of the portfolio should reach $50,000. In 10 years, I strive to own a mortgage, free house, or apartment. In 20 years, I plan to have paid off all my student loans and rely on the passive income generated by my investments for financial stability. Remember to set realistic goals to ensure the effectiveness of this exercise. Wishing you all the best on your financial journey. Stay financially savvy, my friends.